Witamy Was, kochani, serdecznie. Jesteśmy dzisiaj na przedmieściach Birmingham, konkretnie w Bodymoor Heath Training Ground. To jest ośrodek treningowy Aston Villi. A skoro Aston Villa, to i reprezentant Polski Matty Cash. Witamy Państwa serdecznie na prywatnej konferencji prasowej. Jesteśmy w Bodymoor Heath Training Ground, a więc ośrodek treningowy Aston Villi. Z nami Matty Cash. Dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry.
Czy my będziemy po polsku mówić?
Dobrze.
Dobrze. You prefer speaking Polish or English?
Today English.
Today English. What about your Polish? Improving a lot or not?
Nah, to be honest, as we know, it's a very difficult language, you know?
Yeah.
And I was saying to my mother, I wish from young age I was learning it from a little boy and it would have been easier and it would help me a lot more. But it's difficult, you know? I know a few phrases still, but it's difficult. And finding the time with games a lot. I think to speak a fluent language, you have to be continuously doing it, which I would love to do. As I said, from a young boy, I wish I did do that. But it's difficult. It's very
But probably this is the last excuse, because now I know that Tommy is Polish.
Yeah.
He speaks
But
fluent.
you're not here every day.
He speaks fluent English. Olivier Zyk speaks Polish.
Yeah.
And Matty Cash needs to learn.
I know, yeah, I need to.
Okay. So Aston Villa is in the new situation. Champions League club after 2 wins. What do you feel?
Yeah, I think, especially after last night as well, I think we're showing a real quality. I think we've had really good performances before, and I think since the manager's come here, he's showed a real ethic to want to go further and want to be a Champions League established club. And I think now that's what we're doing. I think after last night, and last night was incredible. I think the first game against Young Boys as well, which was really good. But yeah, it's a new way. It's obviously only played 2 games, but I think we're here to stay and we want to prove that, yeah.
You know the record between Aston Villa and Bayern Munich?
Yeah.
You know how many games?
The history. No, I don't know how many games.
2.
Just 2, yeah?
And 2 wins.
Yeah.
The first one in, not Champions League, it was European Champions Cup.
Yeah.
The final in Rotterdam.
Yeah.
So Willie scored for Aston Villa.
Yeah.
A crucial goal.
Yeah.
So
I think there was no games before that game, no?
No.
Oh, just 2, yeah?
Only second.
And yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
And 2 same results.
Yeah. It's crazy,
So-
yeah? It was written.
Yeah. From the beginning, I've got the riddle for you. The question is, because yesterday scored Duran.
Yeah.
So the last game here in Champions League, not Champions League, European Champion Cup was in 1983.
Yeah.
41 years ago.
Yeah.
So the riddle is
Who is the scorer?
the last scorer.
Was it Shaw? Tommy. Who scored the winner in it was Shaw, no?
Who scored the last goal in Villa Park 41 years ago?
Duran.
It was quarterfinal.
Yeah.
It was quarterfinal versus Juventus Turin. Zibi Boniek.
Yeah?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. It was 2-1 for Juventus.
Oh, wow.
Paolo Rossi scored the first one, and the second one,
Boniek.
the winning goal, Boniek.
Ah,
So
nice.
it was 41 years between Boniek goal and Duran
Oh,
goal.
wow, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a long time. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, yeah. That just shows as well.
But of course, Unai Emery made big impact for the club. So how the club changed?
Oh, the club's changed. I think in it, obviously the manager is the massive part to the change, but I think in every aspect, you know, I think we've gone to another level with everything. But yeah, the main one is the manager, the information he brings to us, the tactics he gives us. Like yesterday, we done before the game 2 hours of tactics on Bayern Munich. 2 hours. We had a meeting for 2 hours, and he was reading situations and showing us on a video clip and it was everything that happened in the game. And he was even saying to the strikers and the midfielders, Neuer, the goalie, likes to come off the line. So if you can have a quick look and shoot, do it. And Duran scored the goal to win. And these are the little differences that make the normal managers and the top quality managers. Little details, not massive details.
Okay.
Little ones that make a little difference.
Okay, but 2 hours talk.
Yeah.
Players are not sleeping.
No. I think because it shows that it works for us.
Yeah.
It's not just that game. Many games we have 2 hours meetings, and it just shows the real difference that it makes to us.
So it means that his uniqueness is tactic.
Yeah, tactically is amazing. Yeah, I always say tactically is the best manager I've ever, for me, for sure, I've ever worked with. And just, find information, little informations that he gives us. He makes us feel that when we go onto the pitch, I don't even need to think about it. I can just play and I know where players are. I can almost look without passing sometimes, and I know where the players are going to be because we work on different tactics.
Yesterday he equalized with the Mourinho record versus Bayern Munich. Because he won 3 times versus Villarreal manager, PSG, and now Aston Villa. So it's great. Okay. So generally, how football of Aston Villa has changed under Unai Emery?
Yeah, as I said, I think in the last 2 years it shows that. Before that, obviously we had.
Can you give us some details
with the manager?
Yeah, like tactical details.
Yeah, just like for example, like the way we set up, we play like a free, and then sometimes the left back will go higher, but then it depends who we're playing. Sometimes I will be allowed to go a little bit higher, and the fullbacks will It's hard to explain, but whoever we play, we have different formations and different tactics the way we play, And he makes it very clear of how he wants to do that.
Do you study different systems of play?
Yeah. It's normally the same system, but the way we play in the system is different. Yeah,
like sometime in the game.
Sometimes I will have a bit more space to go. Sometimes I'll be a bit more defensive. It's more spaces of where to move and stuff.
How you personally develop under Unai Emery?
Yeah, I think I've had to change my game a little bit. I think before, under the last managers, I was allowed to go and attack when I wanted. But when you understand the game more and what Unai showed me, to be a little bit more versatile of when to go and when to stay. So now I can almost play as a centre-back, really. I can play in a flat three and provide passes instead of running. When the time's right, I can always go. But I have to watch the play and see when the time is, see when the space is. Normally, before I might run when there's no space.
You've been always hungry of the ball, yeah?
Hungry just to get forward and attack. But sometimes it's more look at the situation and then attack, But I've almost a bit more comfortable now sitting with a free and playing passes and defending off the ball. He likes the way I defend aggressively one-to-one. I can obviously, in one-to-one situations, I feel comfortable.
So in many elements, much improvement.
Yeah, a lot of improvement.
Yeah?
Yeah, a lot of improvement, other than injury.
Okay, so what else you need to improve?
I have a lot to improve, I think, yeah. There's a lot to improve. I think I'm only 27, but I can still, I think, have another level with me to go. I have a lot of enthusiasm. I want to be the best I can be. And I want to play as many games as I can for club and country. And that improves you, when you play more games in different situations against the top countries, the top players, you become better. And that's what I want to do more, and I want to try and prove that. Yeah.
Your personal ambitions for this season?
To be honest, for me, it's just to play as many games as I can, ambition. I think I've had a few injuries, 3-4 weeks, that sets you back a little bit. And I just want to stay fit, play every game, be in contention to play every game. That's for me. I think you can always set goals in terms of wanting loads of assists and wanting goals and wanting to create. But I think being on the pitch and playing, for me personally now, is what I need to achieve.
Okay, club is developing.
Yeah.
Team is developing. Every player is developing, I think. So it means that Aston Villa, is very close to the biggest club in Premier League.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think we always try to say that we want to keep ourselves out of the conversation. I think if the less pressure for us and the better we'll be, I think when people talk about Aston Villa now, I think people always say that we're going to be in Europe. But we just try to work every day, work as hard as we can, listen to the manager, and then when it comes to perform, and then hopefully we'll always find ourselves up the table in the Europe positions.
Mm-hmm. Now you are after injury. It was same injury as before.
I had a hamstring. Hamstring injury. I had the calf actually before the Euros. Was a little calf problem.
Yeah.
I done it with 2 games to go. I had 2 more games, but I was okay. I think I was training when there was 1 game to go. I was out on the pitch training, but obviously there was only 1 game left, and then we had the Euros. So my ambition was to obviously train and then go to the Euros, and obviously that never happened.
Okay, we are going to come back in Polish team because probably you've been shocked without call for national team for Euro 2024. But have some questions about your family. Is it true that your brother Adam was better player?
He could have been a better player. Yeah, he was fitter than me, stronger, and he was probably better than me. Yeah, and he had a few injuries, so maybe he would have got called up to the national team.
and now, what's his job? He's the coach?
Yeah, he's a coach now. Yeah, he runs a coaching business in the whole of England. He has different camps everywhere. He looks after 2,000 kids. He has different camps and he runs everything. He's good, very good.
Okay, Matty, and your sister Hannah, because I've watched her in American channels. I don't know whether she works for CBS or ESPN or
CBS.
Or she's freelancer.
Yeah, she's free to be fair, but she's doing some work with CBS and she loves it. Obviously, she moved to America to play golf and she always wants to. I think she wants to stay in America. The weather here for her is disaster.
Okay, but
maybe she can come and work with you.
Yeah. But she's professional golfer. Yeah.
Golfer. Yeah, she plays golf, but she wants to go into the, for example, media. What you do. Yeah.
Okay, but does she do golf for a living or no?
No, not now.
Not now.
No, she was at university.
Okay.
Doing golf.
Okay.
And then she was doing the media on the side, and she's now. Think she wants to go into media, so she's very good though. She is a good presenter.
Do you play golf?
Yeah, I play. Yeah. 0.
What level?
Better golfer than footballer.
No.
Yeah, I'm good.
72?
0 I play. Yeah.
0.
Scratch. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Promise. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very good. Yeah.
Have you played golf in national team?
No.
Wojtek, Robert?
No. Yeah, we have. My first camp in the national team was. We were in Spain, and we had the pre-camp before the Andorra. Was it Andorra and Andorra and Hungary?
Okay.
And we played a game of golf in Spain. It was good. Yeah, I played with Levy and Wojtek. Yeah, and there was I think Levy played as well.
Who was the winner?
Was that?
Who was the winner?
Who won? This was 2.5 years ago. It was more of a fun group thing,
Okay.
But it was good for me to have the bonding and stuff.
So we need to organize the game between you and Jerzy Dudek.
Yeah.
Because he has also 0.
Yeah?
He's the best golfer.
Really?
Yeah. Regarding players,
I message him on Instagram sometimes.
Yeah.
I would tell him that.
I think he plays something like 20, 30
but in
tournaments.
In Warsaw, there's no golf course, no?
Yeah, there is.
There's one?
Yeah, there is one.
Just one, yeah?
Just one.
Oh, okay.
One in Warsaw, one Szczecin, one Katowice.
Is the one in Warsaw good?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Not bad.
Yeah?
Not bad. I think Augusta is better. St. Andrews.
Yeah. Not Birmingham.
Okay. Today we need to answer for many questions because you're Matty or Matthew?
Matty, I think. Matthew is my mum calls me Matthew, but Matty is my football name, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So.
Or Mateusz.
Mateusz.
Yeah.
Or Mateusz Cash.
Yeah, Mateusz Cash. No, Mateusz Gortka.
Yeah. Mateo Dinero. Mateo Dinero.
Yeah.
Okay, but coming back to learning Polish, because this is the serious thing.
Everybody asks me about learning Polish.
Because we are not talking about grandma, grandpa, we are talking about your mom. So you never try to speak mama's language?
I've lived away from home for 10 years now. So I've never lived with I've lived with my family from the age of young till 17, I moved away. So I speak to my parents, but not a phone call every day, I think when you're speaking fluently in a language, it's a lot easier to learn. So it's difficult. It is difficult. I think the Polish language isn't easy just to learn, and like when you have a lot of things going on with football and stuff, it's like it's difficult, to learn. I'll be totally honest, it is.
Matty, I think the last chance and the last solution is Polish girlfriend.
Maybe, yeah. I need a girlfriend. If there's any Polish ladies on me, then help me.
Okay, let's come back to Polish national team, because everybody in Poland think about the situation from Euro 2024. Have you been injured or no?
No, I would say the summer I just had was probably my last summer. Was probably my hardest summer I've had in football. I think the disappointment for me to not go to the Euros was very difficult. To watch the games on TV for me was, I wanted to be there so bad. I feel like I could make an influence on the team, and I think I've shown in the past that I can make an influence on the team, and I want to. But for me this summer, it was very difficult to take, and I didn't enjoy.
Because your father Stewart made some noise because he told the press that you were okay.
I was fine. I was good. I had we had 2 games left, and I had the injury, a little calf injury, but I was honestly working so hard off camera. I didn't want to show anyone that I was working hard. I was every day. My goal was, I had a thing in my locker, Euro 2024. And that was my target, to be there, and I was working every day tirelessly to be there, because I thought I had a chance to be there, because I think I had a good season. And obviously the injury came, had 2 games left, but I was ready to go. And obviously I respect the coach's decision. He decided to not call me up.
Did you speak personally with the coach, Michałem Probierzem, or somebody from coach?
No, I didn't have. How I found out that I wasn't going to the Euros was in the Polish press.
Kidding.
Seriously. The day before, I woke up in the morning and I looked at my phone. I had loads of notifications on Twitter. Matty Cash is not going to the Euros. And I was like, a little bit strange. Maybe it's just press, or obviously I was injured. I didn't play the last 2 games. And I was thinking, that's like a little bit strange, Maybe I'm not going to go. And then the squad, I let it go. And then the squad came out the next day and I wasn't in, and I didn't hear anything.
This is a very strange situation with national team. Do you think you are the victim of the system? How Poland?
No, I think
now with 3 central defenders.
No, I think we have a lot of quality in the squad. I think the manager obviously has decided to make the call that I wasn't be there, and the manager decided to play the team he had and the squad that he had. So for me personally, all I can say is I was ready, and I was so disappointed to not go, because I have so much to give. I feel like the Polish national team hasn't seen the full me yet, I don't think, and I want to try and, in the next up and coming months and years, try and establish, like for example Nico, he had a tough time in the national team, but now every game I watch, he is incredible, and he's got through that stage, whereas he had a little bit of a tough spell going after the World Cup, and then he went to the 21s, had the spell in the 21s, and now Nico is flying. He's probably the main man in the national team. Without him, I think, obviously we have a lot of quality, but without him, you can see a miss in the national team. And I feel like I can bring that quality as well, and I want to show that I can. And all I can say is, for me, I respected the coach's decision totally. He's the manager. He decides. That's up to the manager. But I want to show now, if I get an opportunity again, that I'm ready to do that.
Of course, this is always manager's choice, but regarding the quality of the league, of the club, where you play, I think only Robert Lewandowski from Barcelona, because Wojtek Szczęsny retired, and Piotr Zieliński from Inter Milan, they play in better club than you. Because Aston Villa, after many years is in Champions League. So don't you think that you should be one of the leaders of national team?
Yeah, I think there's a lot. Obviously, we can say about Levy and Giroud with the clubs, but that doesn't necessarily say that the players that are in the national team, because they play for lower clubs, are not on the level. I think there's players in the national team that maybe play for lower clubs than obviously Barcelona and
I'm talking like fans, If you play Champions League, if you play Premier League, which is the strongest league.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, but I feel like there's players that don't play for them clubs. I'm saying that are a really good level, So you could say obviously with Aston Villa and the clubs, I should be a leader, and I want to be a leader, and I need to show that I can. I think you have to show first that you can be a leader, and that's what I want to do. Is I haven't played for the national team now for a while, regarding injuries and the manager's decision to not call me up, but I'm ready. I'm always ready. I want to go and prove to Polish people. I love Polish people. The support I get from Polish people is like they've changed my whole career. Polish people, Polish national team has changed my whole career for sure. I'll always say that. If I wasn't in the Polish national team, like obviously I'd be playing for Aston Villa and not the country, but like I feel like the support and the that they show me and the belief they show me, the people there, I almost want to do so well for them because they show me so much love online when I'm in Poland. Like I love it so much. And
so it means you're suffering not being in the team.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I want to be in the team for sure. To play for your country is a privilege, to be in the biggest stage, the Euros, the World. When I went to the World Cup, I loved it so much, playing in the biggest stage, playing against Mbappe and Messi. They're the places you want to be, Yeah. The Champions League's the same. So for me, I'm very disappointed to not be there. I respect the coach's decision totally, but when I get the next opportunity, I want to show people. It takes time. Maybe it's not going to be like the next one, but
how to solve this situation
is to work hard. Every day.
Work hard, play good.
Work hard, play good. All you can do if things are tough, grind, work hard. What more can I do? I can't moan, sit here and say I'm not going to do that, or that it's the coach's fault for not calling me up. All I can do is, and then when you work hard, you get your goal, and that's it.
Usually, Unai Emery, he plays with 4 defenders, and we play now with 3 central defenders. So this is not the problem to play different position. Sometimes it's the same position.
Yeah, I've played against Man United in a back 3. I can play in a back 3. If the manager says to me, Matty, I want you in the back 3, I will happily play in the back 3. I will play in goal, for as a joke, but. Wherever I'll play wherever I want to play. I will play wherever. Wherever it is, I'm happy to play. I'm not going to moan about playing wide, inside, deep, back. I'll play wherever. I'm not fussed.
You've been playing 15 games in national team, but the break from national team for me is becoming dangerous. I mean, it's too long.
For me not being there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Putting these 2 games in October, it means 10 games in a row.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So your last game was versus Faroe Island.
Yeah. I came on against the home game when I got injured. We played Faroe. I started, and then I came on, and I done my hamstring. Who against?
Wow. Yeah. I remember.
Romania? No, not Romania.
So I think even Tymek Puchacz came in.
Yeah. This game. Yeah. We won. Zielu scored the header.
Never mind.
I can't remember.
It's about 10 months.
Yeah, it's a while. Long time.
Or 11 months.
Yeah, it's a long time. It's too long. Yeah.
It's too long.
Yeah, it's too long. So, yeah, the situation now is obviously to work hard and to show that I'm to be there. First, I need to obviously get fit. I'm slowly getting back in at Villa now, training. Obviously on the bench yesterday. And yeah, obviously we got games this month and I haven't been included. And then November, it's up to the manager. Obviously I respect his decision.
So you haven't got any problems inside the group?
No.
Sometimes people in Poland say that probably he doesn't speak English. That's why this is the problem.
I'm always happy to be there, Obviously I find it difficult with the language barrier. Okay. Obviously not being able to speak Polish, but the guys speak English to me. If it's not a problem, I speak to players. I'm always happy to be there. I want to connect. That's the type of character I am. I want to be involved. I want to speak to people. I want to be happy. I want to play. I'm not a troublemaker. I'm not here to cause trouble. I'm here for the national team, and I want the national team to do as best as they can, and I want to be a little part of it.
Nowadays, are you in touch? Do you keep contact with?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I speak to Nico. I text him on WhatsApp a little bit. We were speaking the other day before the game. Milik texts me. He texts me when I had the injury. Very respectful, and I really like him. We have a good connection. So it's not a problem with it. There's no problem in the group. There's never been a problem.
Okay. So, I prepared some easy, short questions for you. Easy, so relax. Best player I have been playing with.
Best player I played with. I've said this I think Zelu is the best player, I think. I love Zielinski for sure. I think, obviously, I've played with Grealish, Levy, but Zelu for me is naturally, I think, the best footballer I've played with, yeah.
Best player I've played against.
1-1, Mbappe, yeah.
Mbappe.
Yeah.
Do you think it was your best performance in national team?
I had good...
Because in my opinion, it was.
Yeah. I had a good... maybe against...
Even if he scored 2 goals?
Yeah.
So it was a great game.
Yeah, it was a good game. And to face a player like Mbappe was, for me, I think I want to be one of the best fullbacks in Europe. And I believed in myself to do it that day. And that's I want to play against these players. I want to enjoy the battle, because I can do that.
Mm-hmm. It was the game versus Mbappe that you understood that I'm really good.
Yeah.
I can play efficiently versus the best players in the world.
Yeah. I think I've always had the self-belief to do that as well. So just because I played against him and played well, I didn't then think, I'm good. I had the belief before, but yeah, to play against these players is what you want to do. And Messi as well, we played against him. He stayed the other side, luckily.
Luckily for who?
Him.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? What movies have I been watching? Wolf of Wall Street? I like this.
But do you know Polish movies or not?
No. You know Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah, of course. Robbie Margot, she's pregnant.
Yeah, nice.
Leo. Okay, favorite music group?
Music?
Yeah.
I would listen to a lot of music,
You need to love Polish disco polo.
Yeah.
As the president
Doda.
of the Polish Federation.
Doda's good, no?
Doda is good, but
Doda, for you. I like Doda.
Doda, okay.
Doda's best Polish. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Best coach in my career?
Unai Emery, yeah.
Best friend in Aston Villa?
Ollie Watkins. We live next to each other. We always see each other, yeah.
Okay. Best friend in national team?
In the national team? Nico, yeah.
Nico?
Yeah.
Favorite English word?
Favorite English word? What could I say without Tom? Fantastic.
Favorite Polish word?
Oh, I can't say this.
Okay.
Dzień
dobry. And in your opinion, the best player ever?
Best player ever?
In football?
In football?
Yeah.
Oh, Messi. Yeah, I love Messi. In my prime, I watched Messi loads, so Messi.
So better than Maradona?
Yeah, I was going to say Maradona, but because I've seen Messi live and in this generation, Messi, I think Maradona as well. There's a few that you could say, in past, but in this today, I think Messi, yeah.
Mystery of your nickname, Polish Cafu?
Polish Cafu, yeah.
What is the definition? What is the mystery?
I don't know.
Who was the first?
I remember there was, when I got called up to the national team. When I got called up to the national team, my first game for Villa, in the away end, they just started singing the Polish Cafu and it was loud. And then now everybody just says, the Polish Cafu.
The Polish Cafu.
It's quite a good name.
Cafu was a very good player. Premier League this season, what is your prediction? Same situation or something is going to change?
Now, I think I really like Arsenal this season. I think Arsenal could maybe win the league. But with the winners, I think Man City. Between Arsenal and City, and I think Liverpool up there as well. Yeah.
And the best striker in
Premier League?
Premier League?
Ollie Watkins.
Better than Haaland. Yeah.
Ollie Watkins is the man, I think. And Duran's coming on.
And the best left winger?
Left winger.
I mean...
I think Luis Diaz, maybe.
Luis Diaz.
At Liverpool, he's the one where...
The most difficult to stop in your position.
Yeah, I think me and him always have good battles, to be honest. Against them away last season, we had a really good battle. And I like playing, against these players. Like Luis Diaz, when I play against him, I want to show that I can have an effect on the game.
Mm-hmm. So, Aston Villa developed a lot. It means that this is not the stop only in your career. I think maybe this is destiny.
Yeah, I want to, for sure, as I said then, get back playing, get back into the swing of things. But I have a lot more to show, and I think Aston Villa is the place to be. Top 4 in the Premier League with an amazing manager. Things are only going up. I think the club has no ceiling, I think we can keep going, and I want to be part of it.
Mm-hmm. Peaky Blinders from Birmingham, Matty Cash from Birmingham, Duran from Birmingham, and also Colombian Duran from Birmingham, new hero.
Yeah, he's the new... He's almost got that now. He's coming on and scoring goals in big games. He's going to have... but he's got so much quality, I see it every day. He's got that instinct just to, like last night, the finish. Yeah. He's got that...
He's only 20.
Yeah, and he's 20. Yeah, he's... incredible talent.
And what was your reaction when you found out that Wojciech Szczęsny at the age of 34, being in his prime,
you know what,
said, I'm retiring?
Yeah. You know what, I have a really good connection with Wojciech as well. Wojciech plays golf, and we speak quite a lot about golf, and he was saying, he plays in Marbella actually.
Yeah.
And like he's just got that, he's such a winning mentality, when you speak to him, he almost... Like, he's a little bit crazy, but he's just like, he's a winner. And I don't know, when he was retired, I did think to myself, do you reckon this is forever? And obviously the Barcelona, the stuff come up, and it's a great opportunity for him. So he's obviously decided to retire for whatever reason, and then Barcelona come and you can't say no.
But have you been surprised with his decision that he's retiring?
Well, he's had a fantastic career. If he feels like if he feels like it's the time to retire, then he knows inside, no one can tell somebody with his career and his level that it's not time to retire. You have that feeling inside, I think.
So it is possible to find a new passion, a new fire after 2 weeks after retirement.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but it's obviously an opportunity to play for Barcelona. Maybe
win Champions League.
Yeah, he's had that obviously conversation and decided with his family. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so should be good season for Matty Cash on Unai Emery. So you fulfilled your dream about World Cup. You didn't play for European Championship yet.
Yeah,
and I think you're still waiting for Champions League debut.
Yeah. Still not there. Yeah, so that's the next goal, to play in the Champions League. Obviously, last night I was itching to get on. But as I said, I've only had one training session, so it's probably the right decision to not get thrown into a game of that intensity when I'm not really training yet. But yeah, Champions League, and then in the long run, the World Cup is the next thing that I want to be at as well. So.
Okay, so probably your Champions League debut in Polish game, because you will play versus Bologna.
Yeah, Bologna.
With Skorupski.
Yeah.
And Urbański.
Yeah.
The new player in national team.
Yeah.
20 years old guy.
Yeah.
You know the guy.
Yeah. He's I watched in the Euros as well. He's got natural ability, I think, He's naturally he looks like a very good footballer. And the first game I saw him play, because he's new, he hasn't been there too long. And he looks like a really good player, really good asset to the team.
Okay, so we're waiting for Matty Cash in Premier League, Matty Cash in Champions League, and Matty Cash coming back to national team.
I'm ready.
Also Matty Cash learning Polish, so Polish girls, remember.
Come and marry me.
Matty Cash był dzisiaj gościem kanału sportowego.
Dziękuję bardzo.
Dziękuję bardzo, Matty Cash.
Yeah.
Cash, yeah?
Yeah.
Cash.
Yeah.
Matty Cash, gościem kanału sportowego. No tutaj wraca za moment do gry w Premier League. Debiut przed nim także w Lidze Mistrzów. Także serdecznie dziękujemy. To była prywatna konferencja prasowa, private press conference.
Dziękuję bardzo.
Matty Cash, trzymajcie się, cześć.